What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the war hawk way.
Whether you live on campus or commute, University of Wisconsin-Whitewater's 13 dining locations offer many benefits while working for dining services. From meal prepping, catering events, to working alongside others, dining service is flexible with hours, customer focus, and offers management advancement. University of Wisconsin-Whitewater's dining services, where coworkers learn to work together in a friendly environment. To work for dining services, contact campus-dining.com/UWW or stop by one of the 13 locations to get your application today.
Hi, I'm your host Myron Jacobs, and welcome to Eerie Theories, the latest TV show to decipher popular conspiracies and that explores the mysteries of our world. On today's episode, we're going to be breaking down something a little different. We're going to be talking about a topic that's not a theory, but the masses treat it as if it is. On today's episode, we're going to be breaking down Dr. Sebi and his claim to be able to cure AIDS. So Dr. Sebi was a pathologist, herbalist, biochemist, and naturalist. So what this basically means is that he studied natural herbs all over the world, and he developed a unique approach to healing the human body with these herbs. Dr. Sebi, born Alfredo Bowman in Honduras, found his way into medicine from his negative experiences with his own health. He had asthma, diabetes, and even obesity. He got rid of all of these sicknesses from visiting a herbalist in Mexico. After this, Sebi dedicated more than 30 years to getting the cure for the most profound diseases known to man. These diseases range from HIV and AIDS, cancer, diabetes, obesity, you name it. He claimed to have a cure for it. During the 1980s, Sebi started to gain traction with its groundbreaking medicine. This didn't come without consequence though. New York City filed a lawsuit against Sebi for practicing medicine without a license. Dr. Sebi isn't actually a licensed doctor. He's self-proclaimed. He actually never went to school a day in his life. He gained all of his knowledge from his own experience. During this trial, Judge Shirley Stark asked Sebi a handful of questions to understand how he could make, in her eyes, ridiculous claims. Dr. Sebi ended up beating the trial and was ordered to get his license where he could keep his work going. The odd thing about this trial is that Sebi didn't even have a lawyer. He beat the state of New York single-handedly. If that doesn't scream he was right, I don't know what does. The most interesting thing about this topic is how the medicine industry never adopted these herbal remedies that seem to work so well. The medicine industry takes a completely different approach. It seems that instead of curing these diseases, we're put into a cycle of treatment. These treatments make doctors and hospitals billions of dollars a year. This would explain the reason why people aren't cured, but they're treated. The medical industry ties into the last subject of this topic, which is Bowman's death. Bowman was arrested for money laundering in March 2016. He was said to have $50,000 cash on him, and he was taken into custody. He was held for several weeks in the Honduran prison and died en route to the hospital due to a severe case of pneumonia. Is it possible that the multi-billion-dollar industry wanted him silenced once and for all because of his teachings? I don't know. What do you think? Now, that's all the time that we have to break down this theory. When we come back, we'll be discussing our thoughts and opinions on this very topic. Stay tuned.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a war hawk, I stay balanced,
Take great care of myself.
And get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the directions of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the war hawk way.
As an Army ROTC cadet at Whitewater, you have the opportunity to develop into a great leader while learning and applying the Army values to your everyday life. Within ROTC, you have the chance to travel overseas in the CULP program to train with other militaries, attend many elite Army schools such as Airborne and Combat Diver, and you have the opportunity to attend conferences and guest lectures by some of the Army's top-ranking officers. Our Warhawk cadets participate in many extracurricular activities, Division III sports, Greek life, intramural sports, among many other team building and community service events. Being a cadet at Whitewater is more than just being part of the Army. It's also about being active members in our community and coming together to form a family atmosphere. Anyone who wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves while developing themselves professionally should consider UW-Whitewater ROTC. To sign up for UW-Whitewater ROTC, go to the 4th floor of McCutcheon Hall to room 417.
Welcome back to Eerie Theories, the latest TV show deciphering the world's mysteries. I'm here on a solo mission today. Like I said, we're gonna be doing things slightly different with this episode. I'll still be giving my thoughts and opinions on this topic, as well as its relevance. So, I discovered Sebi and his teachings a few days ago, but the way I discovered him was tragic. I discovered him from a now late rapper, Nipsey Hussle. Let's have a moment of silence for this Black King. Nipsey is someone a lot of you probably have never heard about, but this didn't stop his impact on our community nonetheless. He is a California rapper who started to buy back his neighborhood. He opened multiple businesses in this very place that he used to live. Nipsey died Sunday, March 29th, 2019, from 5 gunshots to the stomach and 1 fatal shot to the head. Theories of his death are said to have something to do with his mission to make a documentary of Dr. Sebi. So let's talk about my opinions on Dr. Sebi himself. I believe that this man did, in fact, have a cure for all of the diseases he claimed to have. Also, on another note, he was one of the most humble men that I've ever seen. And the fact that he has so much power makes it even more of an anomaly. So it's not many times, or I should say there aren't any times, that a black man can get away with any crime, period. You can act like you don't see the differences in our society when it comes down to colored people and whites, but the fact of the matter is that we still have a long way to go. So this brings up a point about Bowman's trial. He beat his lawsuit in 1993. There had been 97 patients that he healed, and he brought medical records and proved that he did do this. Now, if that doesn't scream that he was actually curing diseases, I don't know what does. Now, this is very interesting to me because the masses have no clue about this guy. It's hard to digest the fact that there are cures out here for these diseases, but we don't have them. Now, I get it. People have to die in order for resources to be abundant for everyone, but it's almost as if America is hiding these treatments. That's where we have to be suspicious, because what other vital information is being withheld from us? Dr. Sebi died in his own country while in police custody. I believe he was killed because how can you die from something that you had a cure for? It just doesn't make sense to me. And as a black man, I think we need to push harder to get facts about the deaths of our black leaders. It's happened too many times in history. Now, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time for more Eerie Theories.